Hey, it's me, and today I am starting off the Valentine's season with a very adorable flower craft. This Valentine's season, I was looking to do something new, something that I've not seen a lot, or just something that I have not tried before. I went shopping on Amazon, as one does in their free time, and I found a really adorable wooden flower kit. It's meant to be a flower arrangement that you would give to a loved one or your Valentine. I am gifting it to myself, or maybe I'm gifting it to you for Valentine's Day. Maybe this is for you, except I'm not giving it to you physically. I'm keeping it for myself. So maybe I'm making it for myself. So I'll take what I get. From what I gather, it looks like it's supposed to be kind of a puzzle. I like puzzles. I've not done puzzles in a very long time, but I do enjoy them. And I also gather that it's kind of like Legos. And I do, in fact, enjoy putting together Lego sets. I just don't do it often. But I'm really looking forward to this one because not only is it for Valentine's Day, but they are something that I can hold on to forever. The flowers are never gonna die. And then the icing on the cake is that they are lilies. And lilies may or may not be my favorite flower, which might have been why I picked it in the first place. So without further ado, let's get to making this adorable bouquet. I'm back. That took me a solid hour and a half to 2 hours. It was super easy, at least for me, someone who enjoys putting together things and just following instructions. It was very simple in that aspect. On the kit itself, it was labeled as a 2 out of 5 stars for difficulty rating, so it was one of the easier ones, but it was not beginner. It was so easy to pick up on because the instructions were pictures, and at first there was a little bit of a learning curve trying to figure out what was what, but it has a very handy key at the top that tells you what their little symbols mean. And in fact, I will kind of show you what this looks like. So at the top, there is a little key that has notation for what the little symbols mean. There's some that's like this one, where it means just to pay attention to what you're doing. Don't just blindly put things together because it matters which way they are. And this one, which I really like, means that there are extra parts. So on the sheets, it was labeled with a plus sign to let me know that if I did break a part, which is very possible, there were extras. And here are what those sheets look like. This is the aftermath. There are pieces on here that I did not use, so I'm not sure what those are. There were some more decorations on this one. I don't know why I put it over my face like that. That you can interchange if you don't want one of the designs, which I'm going to keep these because I can interchange them to not be Valentine's. And right here is a great example of one of the extra parts. This is one of the petals, and those were there in case I broke a petal, which is very likely. I did chip a couple of pieces, but not enough to where I couldn't use them. But yeah, it was really easy. So this is what that turned into. This is the lily flower bouquet. This is plywood and paper according to the material list. I think it is absolutely gorgeous for being a wooden craft. From a distance, it's almost lifelike in a way that you kind of don't think about it at first. When I actually saw the display picture, which is this, it actually looked like real flowers, which is what caught my eye in the first place. So this is completely wrapped around it. This feels more like a papery type material, which I'm sure it is. And it has a little, whoops, that wasn't on there good. So one of my parts were just a little too small that connected this. That just popped off. Luckily, it didn't break anything, which is also what I love about this craft, is that wood doesn't break that easily. So that's just gonna have to have a little dot of super glue to make sure that doesn't fall off if I have to move it. Oh, now it's coming out. They are very secure. I know some of the pieces are not perfect, as you just saw. They're not perfectly aligned sometimes, but for the most part, you know, it's pretty stable. And what I was going to show you when this was going to fall off was there's a little sign that says "for you." So if you were gifting this to somebody, you could put that in there, and it's really sweet and sentimental. Personally, if someone made this and gave it to me for Valentine's Day, I would be overjoyed. This is right up my alley for things that I would like as a Valentine's gift. I'm a big fan of things that don't just wither away. I do love the sentiment of flowers, but I hate having to throw them away after a couple of weeks because they're wilted and ugly. Having this on my desk or on the table, wherever I choose to put it down here in the studio, will be perfect for it. I highly recommend giving this a shot because not only was it relaxing, but it was satisfying. I felt like I had instant gratification when a piece just snapped together. Even though there was a slight learning curve just to reading the instructions, they do have a QR code on the back that shows you assembly videos in case you can't follow the instructions that well. I ended up figuring out how the instructions were laid out. I'm definitely going to look into this brand more. I did see that they had other arrangements, and I'm very interested in said arrangements. I just chose to go with lilies because I am in fact a lily flower, and I thought it was beautiful. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed just sitting down, chilling out, and doing a puzzle basically. So with that, I will see you all next week. Happy Valentine's Day.